Welcome to My Project Ideas. This is an ongoing series on sustainability dashboard development. So, in the previous video, we have discussed how you can utilize Sustainability Control Tower by SAP. So, in this video, we'll see how exactly and what exactly is required for building your own ESG platform. But in case you are planning to create your own project on ESG compliances, then you need to understand these parameters first. So, what these parameters are, what these metrics are, and then you have to create these parameters in a database and map it out with whatever value the data is giving you. So the data can come from the Excel sheet, the data can come from a SAP environment or an API, right? There are multiple ways that data can be fetched. So once the data comes with proper metrics, you feed the data, compare with a standard, right? A standard is something that you can get from online from different portals, what government says, and then match the data and accordingly create beautiful insights. If the data is matching, you can make it green. If data is not matching, it's beyond the data limit, you can make it red, something like that. So I believe you understand the concept of the data at least. So we have collaborated with a company called Sigma Earth, and they have a sustainability software already in place. So they have shared a basic overview or a layout of the product that they have built. So what exactly they do is like they have a dashboard, and it's you can also create because it's a very simple dashboard as of now. So you can have four different tabs or pop-ups over here, and you can call it reporting dashboard, business master data, risk management, and ESG reporting. So if I just click on reporting dashboard, so you see a beautiful dashboard appears where multiple reporting compliances. So if you remember, I discussed in the initial part that we have something called BRSR, right? That is specific to India. Then we have something called GRI, TCFD, SASB. So these are all compliances from different regions and countries. And based on individual compliances, you can just click on these the tabs, and the data will keep changing. The insights will change as per the standards that they have defined. And then you can also see the emissions, the materiality assessments, the supplier assessment. I just mentioned, right? You can assess the supplier if the product or component they are providing is environmental friendly or not. Then you have year on year reports, and you can actually report submission status. Suppose a report is generated, but have you submitted it to proper clients or proper country portals or not? So those status can be maintained over here. And in the end, you have something called carbon accounting. Although carbon accounting is part of ESG itself, but people or companies do it separately because it's a big thing now, right? Because you have to tell the company or the country head that this is the carbon accounting I have done, and I am net zero now, something like that. And in the end, carbon credits, where you actually buy a carbon credit from different organization who are selling it out. And if you cannot manage, because there is certain limit that you can manage carbon accounting, you cannot reduce your carbon accounting to zero by yourself. Reason being, suppose I have a company which actually converts a wastage into tire, okay, and I burn the wastage, convert it into coal, and use it for creation of you can say some items and sell it out. So in this entire process, what I can do, I can actually burn it out, filter the air, but still there will be some residue, right? And that will be a wastage, a carbon emission from my end. So how I can be carbon neutral, net zero? To achieve that, I can buy that carbon credit from some other organization. So there is an organization who is actually, the entire work for it is like to grow plant. So that farming industry is actually, removing the carbon in terms of, growing the plant. And then they have calculated how much carbon they are removing, and that particular carbon removed can be sold to us in form of credits. So it's something not a physical product, but it's something that is actually existing in terms of carbon removal, but in terms of credits. So I'm not being over explanatory over here, but this is the entire concept. So if I go back to the next steps, like what is else for me in this particular software? So there's something called business master data. So if I click over here, so if you know that business master data is something that you need to maintain, right? Suppose in my company, I have four different branches in different countries. So I need to maintain over here, right? And then what all things I'm doing, what all products I'm making, that are very specific, that are very stagnant things. They do not change over a period of time. So those things will come into my master data, and based on those only I will be performing all different operations in this software. And then something risk management is there, right? You might have seen in SAP product also, they have risk management there, that how many people or how many things went into negative, so something like that. So whoever was responsible for that particular plan, risk planning, what were the indicators, and is it solved, not solved, how is it going to impact the company. So all these things can be managed over here. And the last one is ESG reporting. So it's like you can create a report over here. You can use the latest AI models, whatever metrics you are getting, you can use those metrics and generate charts, generate content, and export that data in form of a beautiful report. So that is done using ESG reporting option. So I believe you can also build your own report using this entire flow. And suppose if I go back and I click on creation of a new report, certainly I need to ask from the user which type of report they are looking for. So suppose they are in India, they will just choose BRSR. If they are in MEA, they will choose GRI. And once they choose that, this screen will open up where they can add a new report. And based on different environment, social, operational, governance, they have a lot of parameters. They can keep entering their data, or if they have a predefined Excel sheet, they can just upload the data and save it out, and that's it. And they will be able to create a beautiful report using that. So I believe this video will be very helpful in case you are planning to either buy a ESG reporting dashboard solution or going to create your own dashboard solution. In both ways, it will be very helpful. So let me know in comment if you want me to actually build a software for you and showcase how exactly it works. So yeah, thank you very much.